I wonder what a folding version of this would be like. Ooh, that'll do then. Welcome back everyone. Let's take a look at the HX Outdoors ZD-020 that was kindly supplied to me by GearBest. It comes in this fairly decent quality plastic box that I dare say you could repurpose into a survival kit if you wished, because all this foam comes out of here and out the lid as well. Oh hello, is anyone still interested in fidget spinners, I wonder? Please let me know down below. Here we have it then guys, in my favourite colour, FDE. Very nice G10 scales on here. What's the blade look like? Pretty awesome. So I think what we best do for a start is take a closer look. Here we are at the business end, and what a very interesting business end it is too. I absolutely love this kind of finish on a blade. I mean, it's a black stone wash by the looks of it for a start, but you've got these, like, you know, faceted finishes here. We've got a swedge at the top. You've got some rather large jimping. Don't know how effective that would be, and quite a large slotted hole here. Help you get your finger in there to open it. We have the HX Outdoors logo here. 8CR14 MOV. Let's pop it over to the other side. Yes, we have the HX Outdoors logo and the model number, the ZD-020 here. No other marks on the blade. Let's move along to the scales now. Very nicely finished G10. There's no sharp edges to this at all anywhere. It's all nicely rounded off. Again, a very nice design. Same on both sides. You've got a fairly strong, very strong pocket clip going on just there, guys. We have a Torx screw construction even on the pivot here. 2 screws there. Jimping on the top as well, which is like, you know, mirrored in the G10 and the stainless steel liners, which are again are black stone wash. I like stone wash. And then we have a looks like possibly a G10 spacer at the back here with a slot here which we could maybe get some paracord through. I'll try and remember to do that later on. But you can see the nice finish on the G10 here. Very nice indeed, I like that. And of course we've got a liner lock. It's a fairly thin lock because it's the same material as the liners. Let's disengage it for a second or two. What's the centering like? Well, that's quite good actually, on mine anyway. As you can see, the overall design is very similar to the HX Outdoors Mercenaries, or D-170 here. This was also kindly sent in by GearBest. Now if I remember rightly, I think I had a little problem with a hotspot just here on this one somewhere, probably on the G10. So it'll be interesting to see if I have the same problem with this one here. Taking a look at some dimensions that I measure myself, the closed length on this little fellow is 83.5 millimeters. Blade length 54.7 millimeters, and it is 2.5 millimeters thick. The handle is, by my measure, 13.5 millimeters, not including the pocket clip. And the dimension just here, I measured at where's the measurement? 35.5 millimeters, he said, reading it off of his little cheat sheet. Let's throw it on the scales. It's 2 7/8 of an ounce, or 83 grams. Let's take a look at the knife itself then, guys. As we know, it is a liner lock, but I can't help wondering what this would have been like had it have been a slip joint. There are ways of making a slip joint without a spring at the back, so you could still have had this open construction finish to it, because this would have been quite nice for us here in the UK, because the blade is nice and short. It's well within UK specifications, and it also looks a lot different from the majority of other knives that we're allowed to carry over here. I would have really liked to be able to carry this one, but you know, perhaps one day we might see some more adventurous looking slip joints, but just at the moment, unfortunately not, guys. At the moment the detent on mine is very, very strong, very tight. and oh yes I can, there we go. When I first got the knife I wasn't able to do that. It's still a bit on the stiff side to do. It's not easy, but I wasn't able to do that when I first got the knife, so it's obviously loosened up a bit since I've been playing with it over the last week or so. So what about handling then? Because I'm concerned about the kind of hot spots that I got with the ZD-020 here. So look at that. Not really. You can feel it's square edges and that, but I wouldn't have said there's too many hot spots for me. Not really, not even the pocket clip. But then it's nicely finished, I must admit. Yeah, regarding the pocket clip, I watched Jake from Canadian Cutting Edge and his review of this particular knife, and he wasn't all that keen on the position of the pocket clip here. So I decided to try to imagine the kind of pocket clip that he was speaking of. If you're watching this, Jake, please give me your thoughts. I made this one up from a piece of heat shrink tubing. Back to the handling then. Yes, so it's quite comfortable. The jimping just here is a lot more secure, and you can get a much better grip than you can with it on the back of the blade here. It's a bit, I don't know, doesn't allow you much grip, but it's there anyway. It looks quite smart, but it's definitely a much better grip just there. The scales are nicely finished too. There's no sharp edges. They've rounded it off very nicely. Fit and finish is quite nice on this knife actually. There's no blade play, even on the lockup. The lockup is quite good too. We've got some form of washers in there. I'm not sure what they are actually. It's a job to see. Well, I don't think they're, at least on mine, I don't think they're nylon at all. Just throwing a close-up here for you so you can see what you think. It's very nicely constructed. There's no creaking or looseness to it at all. No blade play. Feels quite nice. Looks really the business actually. I'd say just a shame it's not a slip joint. Come on HX Outdoors, if you're watching, could we have a slip joint very similar to this please? I'd like it a lot. So anyway, that's quite good. So anyway, how about we get Bob the Bitzer bag involved? Right, here's Bob the Bitzer bag. We've got some paper and some cardboard. Once again guys, I'd just like to point out that I haven't sharpened this blade at all. I usually like to show you how they come from the manufacturer. Let's see what this particular blade is like, shall we? With some paper here. Well, it's not too bad. It does hang up a little bit on the main blade here. What about one of the other facets? Try this one here, guys. Oh, that one doesn't want to cut paper really. What about the end? No, oh yeah, there we go. Once you get it started, that one's fine. What about the other one again? No, that doesn't really want to. That's not all that sharp, this particular one here. Get rid of the paper. We'll try some cardboard with the main part of the blade. It's interesting. It wants to cut cardboard, but I'd give it probably, I don't know, C or a D maybe for cutting cardboard. Yeah, over there it goes. Let's get some of my cheapo rope involved here. Get the blade in there, see what it'll do. Yeah, not too bad at all. It chopped that lot up. Speaker style cable then. Fold it over. Yep, it does take a little bit of effort. I don't think the blade is that sharp to be honest with you, but maybe if you was to hone it up it might be a bit better. Right in. Get some of this 32020 going. Yep, cut through that all right. My friend Trader Joe sent me some mule tape in. I believe this is for pulling cables through conduits and what have you. It does take some cutting actually. If you've got a blunt blade, it just slides off of it. It's interesting stuff to cut up is this. So we'll get the little ZD-020 involved. See if we can chop a chunk off of mule the tapeworm here. Ah, blimey. God, see what I mean guys? God, did it eventually. Blimey. I've still got a bit of this very strong package strapping going here. Let's try it with that, shall we guys? See if we can chop through that easily or not. Oh, just hit the stand on my review bench here. It cut through it all right. Did take a bit of effort. Well, it cut bits off the edge. Not very easily, no. Right then, let's get the old chopping block involved. And we'll start with this cheapo rope here. We'll have to push it along to the corner here because this is a fairly flat, as you can see, blade here. There's no belly as such. Angled belly, if you like. Yep, seems to chop that okay. What about the this facet here, which wasn't very sharp on the paper? Yeah, it does struggle a bit. What about the end one? Yeah, it's probably the best one of the lot actually, this one here. Okay, let's get some speaker style cable involved. Yeah, it does cut it. It does take a bit of effort, that. Well, let's try the main blade then. Yep. Okay, some 32020 then. It's kind of cutting it. I think there's probably too many slots in this, cuts in this bit of wood here. But there we go. If you get a nice bit of, but it's still there. Yeah, I think it probably could do with a touch up, to be honest with you guys. Hopefully you can see this clear pipe here. Let's give it a go. Oh, there it goes all around the room. Yeah, like that. Brilliant. A quick word on the GearBest app. It's available on Android and Apple on your mobile devices. Here we go. You can try scanning this data matrix in to take you along to wherever you download your apps from. It's a great way of shopping on GearBest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my affiliate links both for the standard website for this and this, and you can go along and take a look at them on the website itself, and I'll try and get you some links for these two knives on here as well, guys, on the app. I'd just like to thank GearBest for sending this in for us to take a look at. Thank you very much, GearBest. What are your thoughts on the little ZD-020 then, guys? Do you like it? I know I do. I say the only thing I would have liked to have seen it in a slip joint too. But I say this is a locking knife, and therefore in this country it's not classed as a folding blade. What? Hang on. Oh no, there it goes, not folding again, look. Oh dear. Yes, it's classed as a weapon of mass destruction, I do believe, guys, over here. You know, anything like this that's a slip joint is a lot less dangerous, apparently, than something that locks, that's not folding, like this one doesn't fold. Alright guys, as I say, I will leave you some affiliate links down below in the descriptive text. You can go along, check this little beauty out, check availability and price in your country. You can also subscribe to my channel, guys. That will help me no end. Thank you very much. Don't forget to share it with your friends. You can click a like if you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to share it on your social media too, guys. Thank you very much. You can also follow me on my Instagram too, so you can see what I'm up to. Sometimes during a daily basis, you know, whatever I'm up to, I'll sometimes pop it up there. And you can support the channel via my Patreon page too, guys. Thank you very much. A very good way of supporting the channel is via purchasing via GearBest. Follow my specialist link down below. Use the special links. I've got the affiliate links down below to this little fellow and this one here. And you can purchase it and I will get a small commission which I'll plough straight back into the channel to bring you other interesting kit like this little HX Outdoors here. Got a review of that one too. Alright then guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review. Quite a nice little knife, handles quite nicely. Just wish it was a slip joint, that's all. What do you think? Do you want to see more slip joints from manufacturers like this? Hope you're listening, HX Outdoors. Right then everyone, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll pop back to Rathbone Manor in the near future for another review. I'm sure I'll have something else along fairly shortly. So basically, I'll see you laters. Mrs. Rathbone's probably getting very annoyed now.
Ruff, ruff.